I'm Barton Simmons. This is Trey Scott, and this sign tells you
This is Barton Makes Picks.
Barton Makes Picks. It's that time of year. We're going through team by team, week by week, game by game, and we're telling you where your future holds. Like, what kind of season have you got in front of you? You don't even have to watch if you don't want to, because the results are right here. Today we're talking Iowa.
I'm still gonna watch, but yeah.
If you like football, go for it.
Yeah.
But this is what's going to happen. And the Hawkeyes, I think, are a good team this year. And they are, they return a quarterback. They return A.J. Epinesa, their backup defensive end, who's probably a first-round draft pick. They got a really good offensive line. There's a lot to like here. But, I don't know, let's dig in, see what the season holds.
I think good news is coming. It starts off easy, too.
Yeah, we'll see what your expectations are. But it starts off Miami, Ohio. That's a win. Rutgers, look, that's not happening this year. That's a win. So 2-0. All right. Now we've got Iowa State.
Yeah, in Ames.
Yeah, it's on the road, and I think that's a tricky place to start because Matt Campbell is getting it rolling. I think this is the year where Matt Campbell isn't just a cute little upset candidate every week. I think that Iowa State could be one of the best teams in the Big 12. Granted, Iowa has gone through 2 games where they haven't shown anything, and so they're going to come out guns blazing in that Iowa State game. I just think on the roads, in Ames, in a situation where Iowa State really needs it, I think they lose that game. So
Stay with us.
Yeah.
Stay with us.
Yeah. So here we are.
2-1. Head into the bye week. MTSU get right game, right?
Yeah, I mean, MTSU is always a tough matchup, but they should win it. That's the type of game I think you may want to put the money on MTSU against the spread, but Iowa figures it out because ultimately their focus is on the next test, which is on the road, Michigan.
Revenge tour time for Michigan, too. Yeah. You remember what happened in Kinnick Stadium a few years ago.
Yeah, it wasn't pretty. And I think Michigan this year, particularly early in the season, is breaking in a new offensive coordinator, a new offensive scheme. But I also think Don Brown's still going to have that defense flying around, and they're going to be salty after what happened at the end of the season last year. I just don't think on the road that Iowa's going to have the kinks worked out offensively. They haven't found their big playmakers quite yet after losing T.J. Hockenson and Noah Fant. So I think that they do lose that one. So where are we at now?
3-2, another Big Ten East game with Penn State coming up.
Okay, so we've got 2 pretty close losses to Penn State in back-to-back years. I think, 4-point loss last year, 2 points the year before that in the game they really should have won, another one at Kinnick Stadium. This is the year that Iowa closes the deal on Penn State. They finished the job there. They are a team with all the turnover we've seen at Penn State in terms of their roster and attrition. We haven't seen that at Iowa. I think they're ready for this challenge. They win that one. Next up,
Purdue.
Home game, homecoming, feeling good. Nate Stanley's hitting his stride. Mekhi Sargent starting to get rolling at running back. I think they win that one.
Okay, Northwestern. Northwestern.
At Northwestern. Look, this is another really tricky one. A team that's given Iowa some trouble. But again, close games typically. I think this is another one because Iowa has more experience across the board. And look, when you talk about what Iowa's going to have on the defensive side of the ball, lose 4 guys on the defensive line, but they got 4 guys behind them that are so good. I just think Iowa's got too much talent. It's kind of weird to say. I think they have more talent than Northwestern, and so they pull away and win this.
Going bowling 6-2. We got a bye week, and then we got a big game at Wisconsin.
Yeah, on the road, and Wisconsin's coming off a bye as well. And this feels like, to me, a big moment for Wisconsin to make a stand and get a win. I think they do.
Okay.
All right.
6-3. Big Ten West hopes kind of on the rocks. Minnesota next.
Minnesota should be a good team, and P.J. Fleck, you feel like he's going to get the program heading in the right direction. But I think he's trying to be what Iowa already is. And Iowa, again, I think this is going to be a good version of Iowa. I think they win.
7-3. Illinois.
8-3.
Okay. All right. At Nebraska, Thanksgiving week.
This is awesome because Nebraska, particularly given their schedule, this game is going to be bananas. Like, that place is going to be rocking. It's going to be a game day or whatever, all the big pregame shows. I think Iowa goes into that game, and with it being on the road, Nebraska circling the wagons Friday night, just don't know if they got it in them. I think Nebraska wins that game.
So 9-3.
9-3.
Who knows what that means in the Big Ten West? We haven't looked at Wisconsin's Barton Makes Picks yet, but
I think 9-3 gives you, I think, a chance at the Big Ten West Championship, depending on what Nebraska does elsewhere. you're very much in the running.